Welcome back to the chunkman, folks. Picking right up where we left off last time with the 99 construction. That's a nice looking cape. I'm now working on the fire making, and I'm going to be doing oak logs instead of willows for a couple of reasons. One, because I chop oak logs twice as fast as I do willow logs, and I only need about 10,000 more oaks than I do willows to reach 90 fire making. 52,000 oaks compared to 42,000 willows. And the other reason is I can chop oaks right here in the Woodcutter's Grove. And I'll be getting rested experience just cutting logs here. So I'll be able to stack up more bonus experience into fletching, up to 600,000, which is going to be a nice help for my fletching grind for sure. And then once I get a full inventory of logs here, I can just deposit right here into the log pile. And I can just stay here the whole time until I got enough logs. Occasionally I'll stop and just head back to the fort itself to burn a bunch of logs. I already have a couple thousand oak logs here, but I'm going to go ahead and do some fire making now because I kind of forgot I had a pair of fire making brawler gloves. So I'm just going to use up all these charges and then get back to wood cutting until I have at least 10,000 logs. It didn't take too long to use up those brawling gloves, got up to 73 fire making, but I got a lot more wood cutting to do, although this fire making grind should be leagues faster than the construction grind. I know Star's about to happen in 5 minutes, but it's almost time for another familiarization, and I don't want my weekly reset token I use to go to waste since I've been missing it every time. But also, I've just been doing my daily challenges, and I have a daily summoning, and I think I'm going to start using skip tokens on daily summoning. Maybe having a higher summoning level will increase my chances of getting a good bar. I have no clue, but might as well see how well it goes. Brings me up to level 3. Oh hey, I just got the achievement. I think I've been every single creature in familiarization now. That's pretty cool. Pick and mix here is very stingy with the bars. Wasn't paying attention, but I hit 98 woodcutting. I got one more level, then I'll be 99. And I believe I'll hit that before finishing this fire making grind. Doing my daily challenges as usual, and I got up to 70 range now. I've been putting all my combat XP lamps into range. That's a pretty nice level to get. I already got a nice 10k oak logs. These are very quick to cut. This is already 20% of the logs I need for the fire making level I need. So let's go ahead and just start burning some logs. And on the plus side, burning all these logs is going to get me a nice stack of ashes. Be useful very far in the future when I get down to Draenor and unlock necromancy. 75 fire making, 15 levels to go. I can actually burn magic logs if I wanted to, but any magic logs I manage to get, I'll save those for fletching. Oh, that's a first. We come in here for familiarization, and as soon as it started, he appears. Didn't have to hop anywhere else. That's amazing. Alrighty, let's see if we get any bars. No, but I'm gonna quickly run to the bank to grab a weekly reset and catch it again. And then that'll probably be the last box I show unless I actually get some bars. There we go, managed to get the second one done. So let's see, any bars? Chinchampas and raw bird meat. That's the first 10k oak logs done. Got up to 79 fire making. Only got 40k legs to do. I got myself a nice stack of ashes going now, up to 700. Might reach over 2,000 by the time I'm done, and that'll be very handy. It's only been about 4 days since I finished the construction grind here, and so this fire making grind is going to go real quick. Probably only take me 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. A far cry from the 3 months that the construction grind did. Hey, was just going through my clues I had. I had a hard clue I could actually do, and I solved a slide puzzle, which is actually pretty convenient because there's been a recent update to the chunk breaker that includes all sorts of achievements, including the one I just did, slide to the left. I originally backlogged it because I wasn't going to grind for clue scroll achievements with what limited spaces I have. But nice to get it done. Let's burn another 10k logs. Let's see if I can't catch this fort on fire and burn it in the ground. Level 90 mining. That is very nice. I can actually mine the dark anima, so I can take that off my backlog task. I occasionally like to join the Starfind friend chat and mine Crash Stars because I do have the Dark Anima on the backlog and also the level 100 ores over in Demonheim on backlog. But now I can actually mine the Dark Anima. So after I'm done with this star here, I think I'll go ahead and just swing my pickaxe at that and have that be a backlog task complete. Alrighty, let's go ahead and enter into empty throne room here. I'm actually going to need to come back here later because with a recent task update to the chunk picker, I'm going to need to do this divination part here at 65 div, which I actually have, to get the 4 letters you can get from doing the skilling activities in here. This is just going to take a little longer. Plus, that might actually be my best way of training divination at the moment anyways, since if I roll the chunk with the level 80 spot, I'll need to get up there. But let's go ahead and just swing my pickaxe at the Dark Animga, and there we go. That's that task complete, because it's going to take me over an hour to just mine a single ore. Level 80 fire making. I only got 10 more levels to go. I think once I'm done with this batch of 10k oak logs, I'll be at like 82 or 83. This is flying by. That's another 10k logs finished and burned. The fort's still standing, unfortunately. Didn't quite burn it down quite yet. Up to 83 fire making, halfway there. It's only been 2 days since the last 10k log, so this is going by fast. Let's get this 10k burned. Finished burning that set of 10k logs. Got up to 86 fire making. Got 20k more logs to do, and this next set of 10k I should hit 99 wood cutting. And my bonus experience in fletching from the rested experience I've been getting is up to 900,000. That's going to be very useful to make the fletching grind so much more easier. Here we go, just one more log should do it for 99 wood cutting. And boom! 99 wood cutting achieved! And you saw my cape trim right at the same time. That's awesome. Here we are, another 10k logs. Ready for the 4th set of burnings. Oh, that looks very nice. Over 1 million bonus experience in fletching. Oh, that is... Mwah. That's going to be fantastic for the fletching grind. That's another 10k logs already burnt up all into smoke. Just got to get a little under 10k more logs and I'm done with fire making. Very quick grind this is. Then I'm on to fletching, which that is a tasty looking fletching bonus experience. Didn't have a recorder up for it, but it's always nice running into random folks who recognize you as a chunkman and gas you up. Rover and Alcibiades, y'all are awesome if you're watching this. Here we are, 9,800 oak logs. This should be enough to finish off level 90 fire making. So let's get to this last set of burning of the logs, and maybe the fort will finally be burnt to ashes. Level 89 fire making. Just one more level to go. Only got the 6k logs left to burn. Alright, here we go. Only about 2 weeks since I started the fire making grind, and I'm just about done. Lighting one more oak log, and that will be level 90 fire making! Hoorah! I can now light this elder log. And that is task complete. Fantastic. Now to spend who knows how long chopping 60,000 willow logs to do fletching. My dear sweet willow trees. I spent 3 months chopping you to get 99 construction, and I'm back again for fletching. According to the calculator on the wiki, in order to reach level 90 fletching with the amount of bonus experience I have, I only need about 45,000 willow logs actually. I do have 1,000 magic logs sitting in the bank for fletching. So once I hit level 85 fletching to turn those into shield bows, I'll be using those up, and each magic log is worth like 2.2 willow logs, so that's like a 2.2k less I need to get. So I only need to get like 43,000 willow logs. Inspired by how I was chopping the oak logs, I'm actively switching between the 2 willow trees now instead of just standing there and waiting for it to respawn. I probably could have saved myself maybe a couple of days on the construction grind if I did that, because who knows how long I just stood there waiting for it to respawn. Very nice. I just hit level 100 wood cutting. I think I might hit 101 before I'm done, but I can chop the eternal magic tree when I reach way over there in like 8 years. Almost to 12,000 willow logs here. This one should be enough to get me to level 85 fletching, which will allow me to make use of the magic logs I have here. Make the magic shield bows for the best experience with those. And then I'll be able to figure out exactly how many more willows I need to grab. So let's head to the fort. I got, of course, to stack up more bonus experience while I'm doing it. There we go, level 85. I can now start using the magic logs here. Holy shit, I wasn't expecting to get it, but I got a wilderness weapon. Shit. Oh, that's not technically a chunk task, though, because, I mean, I could get 85, 87 magic to wield that, but it's not a chunk task. I'm not gonna... This chunk has lasted long enough, but that's a goal to strive towards. And also, I got some more magic logs, so that is fantastic, but... Oh my god, I got an obliteration. I would have preferred the decimation, but it's still nice to get one of them. But I was originally going to make that clip saying that I was going to start using my combat lamps on necromancy, because if I can get to level 50 necromancy, once I get the Acadia trees and complete Dead and Buried, I'll be able to start Ancient Awakening. And if I start Ancient Awakening here, I'll be able to start rolling the chunks over at Ungali over here. It's only 2 chunks, but I'll be able to roll these chunks, so that'd be some nice chunks to roll, so... Although I'm tempted to start putting them into magic now, because I got the obliteration. Although, I think I'll just do all my combat with magic now, so I can get up to level 87 there. But yeah, I'm going to be putting the combat lamps on necromancy to try to get an Ancient Awakening. And that's going to bump me up to level 5 right away. And that's the last of the magic logs. I was hoping to get me up to 86, but most of the way there. I only need about another 30,000 willow logs, and that'll be my fletching done. As usual, I like to do these in like sets of 10,000, so I got another 10,000 willow logs here, and let's go ahead and fletch these up. I think once I'm done with this set of willow logs, I'm actually going to switch back to oak logs for my fletching grind. It's going to only be about 30,000 oak logs compared to the 20,000 more willows I need, so oaks will actually be faster than willows, despite what I originally thought. Plus, I'll be getting resin experience while chopping the logs, so win-win. More bonus experience in my fleshing. Level 78 farming. I've been slacking pretty badly on my farm runs, but I've been trying to do better on them. I should, especially since I'm so close to Het's Oasis. I'd definitely say this is the smarter choice for fletching, doing the oak logs so I can chop them here. I just claimed some more bonus experience in fletching, and it just went from 30,000 logs I needed to 26,000 logs I needed. Level 89 fletching, just one more level to go, only 500k more experience. Managed to get some more magic logs from the story event. These will probably be the last set of magic logs I'll cut, since I'll probably have all the oak logs I need before the next story event. I just missed it, but I hit level 101 woodcutting. That is quite the woodcutting level to reach. Holy fuck, I just got a second obliteration. Oh, that's hilarious. But more importantly, more magic logs to finish off the fletching grind. Didn't think I'd get another star before finishing it, but I did. Alright, folks. One more log here, and I will be at level 90 fletching. Oh, that is just so beautiful to see. Ooh, that's also 1,600 total milestone. Nice. That means I can turn an elder log here into a short bow. And then there we go. And then I can string the elder short bow, and that will be task complete. 2, in fact, since I can wield it as well. And there's my new best in slot range weapon. Oh, that looks very nice. And got my new preset all set up with the elder short bow here, and from 90 to 95 fletching is going to be my new resident experience backlog, unless something very unfortunate happens when I'm rolling my chunks, but I'll talk about that later. Only thing that's got left to do is the sentient letters, which is the empty throne room. I'll just be doing the divination till I get that. And gross misconduct. I just gotta head to the wilderness and kill demons, and I'll just come over here and kill the lesser demons here until I complete that. And then I head to the empty throne room to finish that up, which shouldn't take me too long. And then I'll start rolling some new chunks, and I'll talk about what chunks can roll and what I want and don't want. And there we go. Gross misconduct done. That's that task complete. All I got left now is headed to the empty throne room and do some divination till I get some letters. On to hunting the letter by doing the stuff in the empty throne room. I don't think it really matters what color I do. I think the only difference between the empowered and the non-empowered is that doing the empowered will give me more experience when I'm transmuting it into the crystals, while depositing it will give me the same amount of experience. regardless, I think I can get a max of 800,000 experience. So if I happen to get 800k experience before getting the 4 letters, then I guess this task will just be backlogged, but I doubt that will happen. Hey, there's the first of the 4 letters I need. If I just hand them in to this guy here, and I can get a copy of it if I wanted to, but I don't, so I just need to find 3 more. Letter number 2, halfway done. Letter number 3. I just need 1 more letter, and I can roll the first chunk since March. And here we go, folks. This is the very last letter I need to find. I turned that in, and that is the achievement and task complete, and that is all the tasks for my chunk complete. I've been at this since March, and it is July right now. That is 4 months it took me to do all this. 3 of that, which was just construction. Ooh, let's go to the chunk picture and take a look at things and mark stuff complete. And here's my chunk map. Let's go ahead and mark that last one complete. And that's all the chunk tasks complete. I've got the fletching set as my resident experience backlog, but other than that, everything's good. Let's take a look at what I can get. It's been since March since I last rolled. 116 days. I would honestly, the one I think I want the most would either be Ancient Statue Hill, because that would give me the tree event here. The Bloodwood tree event, that'd be awesome to start doing. And then that'd also put me closer to the Orichalcum here. Since I have Dracolith here and then Orichalcum there, I'd be able to upgrade all my equipment to Orichalcum, which would be pretty awesome. This one would be pretty awesome to get too, because this here is where the Acacia trees are. And that'd allow me to finish up Dead and Buried. And then once I get the Necromancy level, I'll be able to start the next quest in line, and also I'll be able to build a tier 3 of the chapel, so that'd be pretty awesome as well. This one would be a bit disappointing to get, since I'd need to get 85 divination. This is the level 80 divination spot, and then I'd need to get 85 for the next level boon. So I'd probably stay at the throne room till I use up all the experience, and then I'd have to come over here and work on the level 20 or level 10 rift or whatever while doing the caches. This chunk would be pretty nice to get. It'd get me one closer to my Slayer task, so I'd be able to continue Slayer. And in fact, I might be able to just stay on the border and hit him from the other chunk, and then I might be able to finish my task and continue on with a Slayer grind. In which case I would be using the Raptor as my Slayer Master, which that'd be pretty cool. I want to... These 3 chunks, of course, makes the Dungeoneering grow closer, you know? Once I get all 3 of these chunks, I'd have to do Dungeoneering, and I'm not entirely sure everything involved with that, but it'd be quite a lot to do. I definitely want to avoid 20 here, as well as this chunk, because this is Revenants, and then the Revenants, I'd have to get basically fulfill the Wilderness Slayer drop log almost completely because of that, and that would be no fun. And the other 2 chunks I kind of want to avoid is chunk 23 here. That'd get me the 78 runecrafting grind, because I'd have to do an achievement, elite Varrock achievement, something about crafting a bunch of earth runes at the earth altar without any boosts or whatever. And my only way of training rune crafting would be just regular rune crafting, because the air altar's here, so I'll be able to start leveling up, and then the earth altar would be my best bet. And I'd have to get like 250,000 pure essence to train my rune crafting up high enough to do that, which I have a plan all set up for it. And then the one I want to avoid the most is the chunk I wanted to get before the 110 crafting update hit. The Everlight dig site. Because with the 110 crafting update, gave us porcelain clay, and the porcelain clay is in the Everlight dig site. So I'd have to get the 102 mining, which is, I think it is what it is, but my crafting training is over here anyways for gems, so I'd end up getting that level just training crafting. But 110 crafting, I'd have to use the porcelain clay to make the highest level earn, which is at 110. So if I happen to roll this, my 90 to 95 fletching grind that I put on the rested back six log, I would immediately take that off and put crafting on there, because I am not doing the 110 crafting grind right now. I would just take care of that passively with my rested experience backlog, and that'd probably remain on there unless I got something even worse. Alrighty, let's go ahead and roll. All the other chunks, I'm not entirely sure what's in them, but nothing quite as big as everything else. So let's spin the wheel and see where we go. And we are going to North Alcarid. Ooh, exactly the chunk I wanted to get. That is fantastic. That's Acadia logs, so I can complete Dead and Buried. I can build the tier 3 of the chapel now. And apparently I can do a hard Kieran diary. What's that to do? Oh, grow a cactus. I think I've got a cactus seed, so I'll be able to plant that, and then just then I can make a hidey hole here. That's pretty cool. And then start the feud up to step 1. That is fantastic to do. Let's get that going. So, not only will I be able to build a tier 3 of the chapel here, the whole reason why I had those extra elder logs turn into frames earlier, I'll also be able to make the tier 3 of the kitchen after building it 700 times as a tier 1. That is absolutely fantastic. I'll need to get some magic logs, but that's fine. I can just cut my magic tree I've been growing for the logs I need. Let's go visit this beautiful chunk. The fire altar here, which might slightly speed up my rune crafting grind in the future. And then some beautiful acacia trees here. There's also a hidey hole that I can fill. But I need to get 720 acacia logs to build the 3 buildings I need to build, so I'll go ahead and take care of that first. I love building up the forts, at least when I'm actually building new buildings. But in the meantime, this is a great place to end things, finishing that 4-month grind of a chunk. The elder tree sucks, that's for sure. I'm happy to be done with it. But I'll catch y'all next time while I'm working on this, and then I'll probably be rolling a few more chunks until I probably inevitably get stuck with rune crafting or divination or something.